Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, where you, the audience, are in charge. You make the rules. You make me suffer for your entertainment. I guess that is pretty much the gag. You guys make me have fun at my own expense. So that's how we do it. I hope everybody having a good day. Hail and howdy. I hope everybody's having a comfortable and safe Memorial Day as we take time to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that retards like me can get on camera and do this. That is the God's honest truth. People out there sacrifice their lives for my freedom and your freedom. And this is the day we pay honor to them. So to those who have been left behind, to those who they left behind, all our thoughts and prayers are with you. And we maintain this freedom because of you. There we go. All right. Hello, chat. How you doing today? We talked about that yesterday, Legatus. We talked about that yesterday on Roundtable. We already did that. No, today is a new, fresh day. We have new things to talk about, fun things to talk about. Now here's the thing. I apologize to you guys. Yeah. F Grok. I'll sort of explain this story in a minute, why Brad and I are still seething. But I apologize if I seem a little slow today, guys. I did not have a very good night. After we were done recording Wormhole Watch last night, I was kind of a little sick last night, and I wasn't feeling very well, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I stayed up. I hung out with Dermy on his stream, and then I was still up until the sun came up. That plus other various retarded reasons. So I didn't have a very good night. I got some sleep. It was okay sleep, but I'm a little rocky today. But you guys can help me get through it. The best way possible to recharge my battery is super chats and tips. Super chats and tips. As usual, guys, $10 for an Adam rant on a topic you're choosing, $15 for an article, whether it be one of the articles I will go over with you guys or one I haven't seen, $20 to react to something, $30, and I will review an episode of television or a movie 1 to 2 days later. And if you want to just super chat anything else, that's fine. You can super chat. You can use the Stream Elements tip link at the top of the chat, or memberships count as well. Now, I don't think we have any carryover requests, so I think today's a fresh day. We got nothing carried over, so we can do all that stuff. Everybody can come on in. And and there's that. And just as an update, we do have an update because things changed on Roundtable yesterday. My day of doom is now turning into literally my week of doom, as we have voted. You guys voted on show yesterday to extend this tier of nightmares for another month to turn it into a week of doom. Now, the current total is at 1,650. Now it's 1,700 total. I will write a video essay about a Disney Star Wars character of my choosing. If we get to 1,750, then you choose the character. With the caveat, like with the review for Mando Grogu a few days later, I can do an actual video essay on how terrible they are. So there it is, guys. Now, we are going to keep adding tiers. Now, also in the chat today, you saw he's there. Jed is in the chat. Guys, keep submitting your ideas and suggestions to him. Basically, he's going to record him in the chat for the fan fiction that I have to write in the next couple of weeks. Now, I say next couple of weeks. I was going to originally do it this week, but I got a lot to do this week. I've still got a bunch of Wheel of Time canceled content I need to make and provide for you guys. That's going to take up a couple of days this week. I got to at some point sit down. I got to read a book. We got Star Wars Expanded Universe Book Club this Friday. Children of the Jedi. I need to sit down and start reading a book. And oh, woe is me. I have to read Star Wars. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me, my day. And then, of course, at some point, we have to play Expedition 33 some more. I'm over level 60 now. I've been grinding. And then at the end of the week, my physical copy of Lunar Remastered will arrive at the end of the week. So we got to schedule that in there. And then there's other stuff going on. Thursday's Anime Odyssey. Anime Odyssey's back. Dermy and I are beginning our celebration of a summer of Gundam. We are going to go through the entire Gundam Seed saga. It's going to be glorious. Watch us just weeb and nerd out. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. And then, of course, other fun things are happening as well. So stay tuned, guys. So you got to give me a little leeway once the fan fiction is put into place and all the rules are there. And give me time. There'll be rules like with the video essay about how long I have to do it. Like I have like a year to do this stuff. Once these little things like the fanfic will probably take me a couple of weeks to a month, maybe, depending on thought process, rewrites, edits, stuff like that. But I'll probably crank that out pretty easily. But the essay, that's going to take time because I don't do video essays. I have to decide how I want to do it. Once it's there, I might have to actually research the character. Because I might not, probably won't know the character because it's freaking Disney Star Wars. But so hail and howdy, everybody still coming in. And no, are we doing this here? Okay, no, you're gay, Alf. You're a furry and you're gay. Sleep is not for the weak. I don't need a lot of sleep. I never have been a sleeper ever since I was a little kid, but I do need at least 6 to 7 hours to be functioning. I am functioning. I got some sleep. I'm functioning. I'm not a goddamn zombie, but I can't go out today and go do the other stuff I was going to do after the show today because I am a little zonked and I don't want to be a danger to other people on the road. So, I still don't feel well. I still don't feel it's gastro. I don't feel good. Not feeling too good right now. So I haven't even eaten anything yet today. I've been up for about an hour and a half, and I haven't even eaten anything. So that's saying something. If I haven't eaten anything, that's what's going on. And yeah, so as Jed said, for the fanfic setting, there's only been post-sequel trilogy suggested right now. So you guys, if you want to have ideas, you want to expand it, you guys need to do that. Oh, God. That show is so stupid. That's High Republic era. That stupid show is High Republic era. So, all right, so real quick, I will explain what Brad is talking about. So last night, every Sunday night, myself, Brad, Fractured, and Jay Hitman, we sit down and we watch an episode of DS9, and we have their discussions. Last night was quite an insane show. Our brains broke because Hitman went bipolar on us, and it was funny as hell. But then at the very end, you guys are going to say those who are here are most likely longtime Star Trek fans. You don't have to worry about us spoiling things for you. But the part of what we do on Wormhole Watch is Fractured and Hitman, they haven't seen Deep Space Nine. This is like a first-time watch for them with Brad and I kind of shepherding them through the whole thing. And we just finished season 1 last week. We just started season 2 last night. And Brad and I have worked very, very hard to hide the existence of the Dominion War that's coming. All spoilers. We have worked so hard. And we had this gimmick we did at the end of the show where Brad would ask Grok, various versions of Grok, what they think of the episode we just watched. And usually it's silly, it's dumb, and Grok has an obsession with anal play. But last night, in the middle of the breakdown, not only was the breakdown wrong from Grok, the stupid bitch says Dominion War. And Brad and I mean, I'm off camera when we do this show because it's late and I'm just like, I'm done being on camera for the day. Unless we have guests, then I will be on camera. But Brad was on camera. He was losing his shit going, no, stop. And I was literally doing the same thing going, no. we were literally the same, and then we're both face palming. It would have been like the Picard Riker beam, both of us going like this. It was a nightmare. We worked for weeks, for over 20 weeks. We have worked so hard not to spoil shit for Fractured and Hitman. And then in a second of literally, psychopathic terrorist behavior, Grok spoils it. And had it done that before it only kind of stuck to the episode. But for some insane reason, it started talking about the Dominion War. So I'm still salty over that, because I want their reaction to what happens at the end of season 2, the beginning of season 3, the beginning of, and then in season 4 when the war actually starts. I want to see that shit happen. I want to see their reactions, and now it'll be a little tainted, and that sucks. That's dick, and I hate that. I hate it. It pisses me off. Nobody's banned. Nobody's banned. Nobody's banned. These are lies. These are fabrications. Nobody is banned. Let me check something real quick on settings. Something's not right here. With hold on 1 second. Shift videos uppercut banner audio automatically add. No. That's weird. I guess they changed it. Anyway, sorry. Little bit. Like I said, I am not running on all cylinders today. Okay, so let's start the day, shall we? Let's start the show in earnest, shall we? Okay, I've got a monologue for you guys. I've got a monologue, and I've actually got a video, a trailer. I want you guys to watch it because I'm going to want your opinion on it. That's what I want. Hang on a second. I need a drink. Didn't pull it close. So I got a trailer I want. It's a game trailer. It's a game trailer. A game that came out I think a week ago. I was keeping an eye on it and is released. So I want your guys' opinion on it. At the same time, we've got articles. Let me check Stream Elements real quick. Okay, nothing there. So let's start the show. Let's go over some articles and see if there's anything you guys want. And then while you're deciding, I'll do my monologue. And if we still haven't decided, then I'll do my trailer. And then we'll see where we're going to go from there. So let us begin. I will, of course, remember to bring it up on screen. We haven't made that mistake since day 3 or day 2, whenever it was. 5 reasons why Lilo and Stitch shattered Memorial Day box office records. Yes, we talked about this yesterday. No denying that Lilo and Stitch had an outstanding opening weekend into today. But we will now keep an eye on it and see whether or not the backlash we reported on yesterday is this. We have a prepaid video. Do we have a prepaid video? You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell. I asked you guys 10 minutes ago if we had a prepaid video. I don't remember. You don't have to yell. I wasn't going to skip it. I asked you guys. Did we have any? You don't have to yell at me. It's uncalled for. Next, Brazil unveil. Oh, I was saying Lilo and Stitch. So remains to be seen if the backlash about the changes to the movie will affect it. If it will affect repeat viewings. If parents will not take their kids to it and simply return to watching the original stuff. So we'll see. We theorized yesterday that if it's under 500 million by the weekend, then it will struggle to get to $1 billion. If it's over 500 million, it will likely hit $1 billion. That's my theory. Personally, as I said yesterday, I don't like the changes that they made. I think it's bad. What? You don't, Tom, for $5. I guess you're going to make me send you $5 to make you remember I pre-purchased a video from Friday. Check DMs. I'm still banned. All right. I did get that DM, Dom. It's like 3 seconds of somebody making a noise. That's not there was nothing what you sent me wasn't anything. I'll go back and look at my DMs again. I got that DM and I'm like, what is this? It's just like 3 seconds of something of a noise. I don't think that's what you meant to send me. Is it? It was like, it was a thing. Anyway, there you go. So thank you, Don, for the $5. I will adjust the total in a moment. I've actually, all right, hang on. I'll check my DMs right now. I will check my DMs right now. I just don't want to accidentally bring them up. Let's go back to here. I'll check my DMs again. I'll check my DMs again. Yeah, Dom, I got a DM from you, but it's a voice message. Oh, there it is. Now it's there. Okay, DMs are acting funky. Okay, there is here. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. All right, I got it, Dom. The 30-second clip, is that it? Is that it? Is that it, Dom? The 30-second one? Not the 3-second audio one? I just want to make sure. Because that one is, I thought, because my DMs weren't loading properly. And I'm like, why did Dom send me a 3-second audio clip? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm not sure. Anyway, so thank you, Don, for the $5. And yeah, so Don did pre-purchase something. And if this is the right one, I'm waiting for you to check me. We will watch that as soon as it is. So let's get back to the articles and go over that. Because anyway, let me get back to the articles. I'm slow. It's something you sent him, Ariel. Well, somebody give me a link. Somebody send me a link so we can get to it proper. Okay, back to Variety. Netflix Brazil unveils new Sintonia spin-off soccer show. Nobody cares about soccer. I'm sorry. Michael Douglas to be celebrated at something. Don't care about Michael Douglas. He's not even half the actor his father was. Inside TikTok's more cans. Don't care. I'm glad it's over. Former BBC executive producer Alan Yentob dies at 78. We have lost one of the great creative spirits of our time. I don't know who that was. I hope he was good during his era. Who knows? BBC shit now. Final Reckoning and Lilo and Stitch are debuting well in Korea. China box office opens up. Lilo and Stitch opens on top. Yeah, but it didn't do enough to make them matter because the global was only like 167, and China doesn't care about this movie. China doesn't care. Okay, let me check DMs again, Dom. Hold on 1 second. Let me check DMs again. Somebody send me. All right, send me a link. It should be the right link. All I have is a 30-second clip from you in DMs, but that's from days ago. Yeah, that's from April. What is that? Yeah, so yeah, I don't have a DM from you for that. I don't. Yeah, the last thing you sent me is like from an hour ago, and it's like a 3-second audio clip. So send me a link again for it. Either put it, send it, DM it to me here, or yeah, DM it to me, and I'll get it up there. No, it's a wonderful day, everybody. We're all on top of our game. Venice selection stolen acquired by Prime Video. Okay, don't care about that. 9 hours ago, yeah. So that's it. Nothing there anymore. Hollywood Reporter. The Handmaid's Tale, liberal porn. This is liberal porn right here. Uncensored oral history of a revolution. Shut up. Watch the Hollywood Reporter's full uncensored stand-up comedy roundtable. Oh, probably a bunch of untalented people. All 8 Mission Impossible movies ranked from worst to best. Don't care. Either like them or you don't. I hate ranking movies or episodes worst to best. Send it on Discord. Yeah, somebody get a link. My Discord? I never check my Discord. That is like the worst way to communicate with me. I never check my Discord. Give me a second here. I go on Discord to play games and to be on streams with guys. I never check mine. And I don't even know if there's who has access to it anymore. I mean, I don't even like the member Discord. I don't even use it. There's like nothing ever get. I should shut it down. I think I removed the link either way. My private one is my private one. There's like people shouldn't have the link to my private one at all. I don't know how people got my private one. That still is weird. That's still weird to me. So, don't communicate with me in DMs. Oh, here, okay. Ariel DM me. Okay, you DM me. Is this it? Okay. All right, I got it then. Okay, here it is. I got it. Copy link. Okay, there we go. All right, I got it. I know there are Discord DMs, but I never look. I got Legatus. I have it. I never look at my Discord. Like if you DM me in Discord, guaranteed. Even though I was at Discord last night, I never look. I just go straight into whatever room we're all hanging out in, and I go right there. I am terrible on Discord. It's there for chat functioning. Stop. All right, I'm gonna say this though. This is probably safe. I will mention this. I mentioned this the other day on I was talking to Kratos last night. New rule for videos, guys. Then this has to be because it's for your benefit as well as mine for the show. No more videos with movies in them that are real, because our Jedi Bro thing, we got blocked for that on Friday. Whole stream got blocked. It got taken down. I had to edit it out to get the stream get back up. So we can't do that anymore. Otherwise, they will block us. A claim is one thing. I'll eat a claim because you guys are so generous with your time and your money. I'll eat a claim if we get claimed, but a block that's different, because when the block happens, it shuts down the stream, and then when I edit it out, it removes the chat from the stream when it re-uploads when it's done. So we have to be careful about what may or may go. So that means like nothing, no actual movie scenes in these things you want me to react to. Parodies, made up shit, that's great. But no more of that, because then the stream gets taken down. So we have to be careful about that if we want to keep the stream up in its original integrity, so that your chat remains part of the show, because you guys are part of the show. All right, back to Hollywood Reporter. Normally I would ask, has Wheel of Time been canceled? But it has. It was canceled. It was canceled. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And I got more content coming for you guys. All right, so nothing on Hollywood Reporter because they're lame and gay. To a deported comic, Russell Peters doesn't fear being sent home under Trump. They'd be damn fools to get rid of me. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Crunchyroll Anime Awards, Soul Leveling look back. Oh, fuck Crunchyroll. Fuck Crunchyroll for fake anime fans. All right. IGN. Peter David, acclaimed Incredible Hulk and X Factor writer, has died. I've heard about that. And then that's it from days ago. All the rest of this is old news. Old news, no updates. We have the Dragon Age article, knew about that, and I've got that put aside for tonight on Mondays, actually. Kotaku. Last of Us ended. Let's go season 3. Fuck your tips for games I'm playing. Favorite Fortnite criticized for use of AI Darth Vader. Yeah, we already know about that. You guys didn't like that. We thought it was funny as hell. Let's see. These are all from 3 days ago. So no articles updated here. Let's check Screen Rants. Week articles. Guess holiday weekend. So week articles. Last of Us Season 2 ending explained. Don't care. Why Mission Impossible 8 didn't bring back Ilsa's backlash to her death explained by director. Because I don't think she could film the movie. If I believe she couldn't film the movie. She had other commitments, if I remember correctly. Either Stefani Skyview. Here's a Final Destination. Don't care about that movie. Henry Cavill's scrap Superman movie would have revealed what Superman is most afraid of. What? Shut up. Millie Alcock's first show since House of the Dragon is now streaming on her character, and her character is the opposite of Rhaenyra. I don't care. Convinced Marvel's laying Avengers Doomsday makes $2 billion at the box office. What? This is cope. That's cope. If you think Doomsday is going to make $2 billion, that's serious fucking cope. Christopher Nolan's 25-year movie obsession is perfect for the Odyssey story. Odyssey's got problems. Odyssey's got a lot of problems. Forget Space Marine. Warhammer 40K surprise spin-off games already has me hooked. Yeah, I'm sure it does, fake gamer. Whoever the fuck you are. 9 Perfect Strangers. I don't know what that show is. Fountain of Youth. We heard about that movie. They made it. Simpsons season 36 flash forward gives Bart a quietly perfect role in Spring Future. One of the reasons I always hated The Simpsons, or I grew to hate The Simpsons, was it's perennially locked in its bubble of nobody aging. And the show got unfunny because it became ideological, but they could have done so much more if they had naturally been aging up the characters from the beginning. Because Bart's as old as I am. Bart is as old as I am. Could have had many more interesting stories instead of just keeping them kids for 30 freaking years. But it also got bad. I mean, there's a great video out there that someone's one of the few times I did actually watch a video that was recommended to me about how The Simpsons collapsed. That would be a good one to watch That would be a good one for us to go over because I only watched it once. How and when the Simpsons fell apart. That's a good one. Yes, Dom, I'm an old man. I've changed my mind about wanting Jurassic World Rebirth after watching new trailer. Dinos are still going to win, so shut up. Andor's best scene somehow make a big Rogue One cameo. Word. Fuck Andor. Fuck Disney Star Wars. James Gunn teases crap for Peacemaker nobody cares about. Final Reckoning connection to the first Mission Impossible movie. I heard Jed explain there's a lot of connections here to the first movies, early movies. James Gunn reveals how Peacemaker Season 2 fits in DC timeline. Yeah, you shoehorned it in there because you're a hack now. I'm upset how Nani's big decision in Lilo Stitch live action remake. Oh, see, backlash. Even the shills have the backlash. Fantastic Four's Doctor Doom face-off teased by first step Star Trek. There is a story out there about concerning Doomsday. We'll catch it in a second when we go over to Park Place. I think that's where, or was that where I saw it? I think that's where I saw it. Why the Librarians in the next chapter won't feature no Wiley's Finn Carson explained by showrunner. Yeah, the Librarians was a fun concept. The movies were kind of cool. The spin-off show was interesting, and then it just totally fell apart in the later seasons. Just completely fell apart, and I stopped watching. Never even finished it. So I don't care about another spin-off of the Librarians. Why Marvel's Avengers movie delays are actually good for Tom Holland Spider-Man. It probably will be good, but I'm still not going to watch it. All right, Park Place for actual stories. What's in a world? Too often online a whole letter. What's in a word? Too often online a whole lot of malarkey. An editorial by other. Okay, sure. Dragon Age story. We're going to do that tonight on Melon Mondays. Disney picks up Coco Melon streaming rights as Netflix walks away from declining preschool giant. That's such a Disney move. Let's pick up something that's failing. Here it is. Yeah, security breach on Avengers Doomsday said fan posts viral TikTok video footage. Yeah, there was a security breach on set. Kind of funny. And then there's stuff from days ago. So there's all our articles that I found. Slow article day. You guys think about it. Tell me if there's anything you want to go over. Maybe something else out there I don't know about. And right now, though, I got a monologue for you guys. Just some thoughts. Kind of things. Let me check Stream Elements real quick. Nope, we're still okay there. Okay, so we got lucky. We got lucky last week when Wheel of Time was finally canceled. We got lucky because it really was a disaster of a show. And one of the lessons that we need to understand from Wheel of Time, and you can expand this to every single show that is being poisoned franchise coming out there right now. When you go to X-Twitter, specifically X-Twitter, because that's the one that is X-Twitter is a place where things happen the fastest on social media. When you go out there, and if you are generally experiencing what I think we all experience when we watch these horrible things, when we are feeling the pain and suffering of watching terrible shows ruin our IPs, don't believe what you see on X-Twitter. And I guess some other types of social media platforms like that, where instant reaction and constant posting is the norm. Because if you had been just looking at X-Twitter and not YouTube or something else like that, if you just been looking at X-Twitter during season 3 of Wheel of Time, you would have think that it is the strongest performing show ever. You would have thought that it was bringing in new fans, that it was telling a compelling story, that it was the highest rated, most lovedest show around the world because they kept telling you number one in this country, number one in that country. Shills and stands are liars. They are liars. They are con artists. They are true grifters because they will gaslight you. They will tell you things are happening that are not, just to piss you off, just to try and change the narrative, just to try and push a false narrative. The reality is this. Go on there, read this stuff, but then do your own research. If you feel like something isn't quite right, go around, look, and listen to people you trust out there and get the real feel for it. Or watch it yourself and take a feel for it. Because let's be honest, as I said, if you looked at every time a Disney Star Wars show came out, it's supposed to be the greatest thing ever. You would believe that Rings of Power was successful. You believe that all these things are successful, but they aren't, because shills and stands lie. They will do everything possible to make their tiny little voice, because they are a minority, they will do everything possible to try and push a false narrative, a false look at reality, so that their reality can remain intact, because they're deranged. They're all broken in the head. They're not healthy people. So you go on there, just remember, when you see the stuff, don't get angry, don't flip out, make fun of them, roast them, tease them, make them squirm, and force the true world we live in upon them by calling out their nonsense. And I'm not saying harass. I'm saying just post, say, oh, you're wrong. Here's the real shit. Or a good tease here and there. There's some that. There's a fine line, but you guys know how it works. You guys know how it works. Do not believe the bullshit. Never believe the bullshit. Don't believe it when they say, oh my God, it's the highest rated thing on IMDb. Because that's what they did for a while there. They ran around, and that goes for Andor too. They run around, especially with Andor, saying, oh my God, all these episodes rated so highly on IMDb. IMDb, one of the most broken rating sites ever, because it's owned by Amazon, and you can just tilt the ratings however you want. You have to care to go there to leave a review on the rating system. And when people don't care, and those who do care do a positive review bomb, it's going to make it look like it's a success. That's the case for Andor. They want to claim, oh my God, look at the IMDb ratings. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's a social media example. Oh, look, all these episodes are the highest rated Star Wars on IMDb, because you positively review bombed it, and people didn't care enough to counter it. So it's ridiculously stupid to believe the shit you see on here. And then, like we covered yesterday, and we talked about this yesterday on Roundtable, we took a look at the reactions of those who are crying over real time. And I'm going to make sure that video is going to get out there again. I just ran out of notifications for the next 48 hours. So you'll get that one in its entirety as well if you didn't catch Roundtable. Because it's a funny one. It's a funny one. We got a great clip of Jed in that one too. That one's going on the clip reel. You believe these people, you don't want to believe these people because they're mentally deranged. They say the weirdest fucking things in the world. They treat this thing like it's their best friend sitting next to them on the couch and holding their hand, and it caresses them. It's all weird. These are weirdos and degenerates. So do not believe this stuff that you see. Trust me. Trust real fans. Trust yourself. Watch something and trust your own feelings on it. I mean, here's an example of how insignificant something is. And if I could get out of it, I would, but we're in for a penny, in for a pound. We've gone all this distance, so we're going to finish it. Doctor Who, Shooty Who, Season 2, the lowest rated Doctor Who in history. It owns every lowest rated TV overnight episode in Doctor Who history. But you go on social media, and they're going to tell you it's great. They're going to tell you it's awesome. But then go to YouTube, and unless you are a mega channel, unless you're a very large channel with a very large install base who are going to watch your videos and watch you mock shit, those of us down here in the trenches reporting on this stuff, nobody cares. Nobody's randomly watching my reviews, Derby's reviews, other low down on the ground, lower level YouTubers. It is not generating enough interest to even watch it be mocked. Nobody cares about Shooty Who. But you go on here, go on next Twitter, and they'll tell you otherwise. They think, oh, everybody's loving it. RTD is a genius. Look at all the reviews. Everybody's praising him. Blah, blah, blah. You have to understand the reality. YouTube is a good measuring. If a lot of people are not covering something on YouTube, and if only a select few larger channels are garnering all the attention of it, that means people are not seeking out repeated information, repeated takes on a topic, which means it's a dead topic. Shooty Who is shit. If I had not been locked in with the reviews, if we weren't doing Who Cares reviews tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel, Jed's channel, Jeremy's channel, if I wasn't locked in, I would have quit it weeks ago because it's pointless. It's not like it's really making bang for the channel. But there are people I'm committed to who are wanting to see what I got left in the tank for this. And I'm going to finish the job. We got one episode left. One to go. So don't believe shills. Don't believe stands. They're liars. Believe what you have to say. Believe what I say. Believe what real fans say. Okay, there we go. There's my monologue. Let's check stream elements. All right, so no articles, no suggested videos. We've got one from Dom and one from me, but we'll go with mine first because generally, in case it's brain melting, we go for it after that. All right. Oh, Dom, you're always there. I love it, man. Thank you. What are you guys talking about there? Anything? Oh, you're just making fun of the Atom. Okay, whatever. The Atom doesn't care. All right, so I have this video here. So as I said, I was, where did it go? Did I copy over it? Hang on a second. Did I just copy over? How many windows do I have here? Here we go. No, here it is. There we go. Okay. So I'm a gamer. I'm always looking for new RPGs to play for myself and for you guys. So what did I pay myself in order to? No, I didn't pay myself. This is pure interest. Now, you guys can help pay for this in a way, of course, if you like it. This is a game called Imperial. It's a new action RPG that is dropped on PS5, digital only. So if I get this, it's a digital download. There's no physical copy. It's $30. I've been keeping an eye on it, and it looked kind of interesting. Now, I haven't actually watched this trailer yet. I've only read a couple things. So we're going to watch this together and see how it looks. Let's take a look at Imperial. It's a 7-minute trailer, an official game overview trailer. Let's watch it. And you guys, if you like to look at it, and of course, with your help, we can put it on the list of things to play. So let's take a look at this. I want to watch this. This is my thing. Okay.
So what is Imperial? In a nutshell, Imperial is a third-person action RPG about transcendental revelation. The game begins with your arrival on an unexplored planet to join an expedition that's discovered a monolith built by a lost ancient civilization. And so you are immediately presented with these grand questions. Why is it here? Who built it? What was its original purpose? And
I already like the idea. I already knew this part of this because, as I said, I read up on this a little bit. Keeping an eye on it. I like this idea. Mystery. I love a good mystery story, something like this. So I'm already intrigued to play this.
perhaps even what power might it still contain? And as you progress through the story, you'll explore themes and ideas about humanity's place in the cosmos. Some of these themes have largely fallen out of favor in the modern world, perhaps you could even say postmodern world. Things like duty, sacrifice, a tragic view of life, a sense of civilizational impetus, the idea that humanity is on a journey through history and that there is a meaning and purpose to that. And so as you uncover what this ancient civilization managed to achieve, the question you have to consider is whether this still has relevance to the modern world. Despite all of its technological advancements, has the modern world forgotten some things that are important to humanity's story?
Okay, so character creation. So I'm still intrigued. So it looks like though that was gameplay footage. Looks like a simple, nice looking game. Action RPG, of course, and now character creation. Now, I very customizable from what I understand, extremely customizable, including your gear, weapon. You have 3 choices of weapons: sword and board with with a mace, a spear glaive, not the glaive, the kind of the spear type glaive, and of course, then a gun called the cannon. So let's look at this now.
To begin your journey towards these discoveries, you will, of course, first need
Oh,
to make
whoa,
your
whoa,
character.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at that already. This game gets a bonus. Did you see what I see? Come on, hurry back. Oh, fine, I'll do it like this. Male, female. Bravo, sir. You just got major points. Male, female. Oh, I'm all my respect for these developers has increased. Now, remember, this is a $30 game. This is an indie developed game. This ain't a AAA shit or anything like that. It's an indie developed game, $30, and they put male, female. There's no such thing, Dom. You know that. There's only 2 genders. So that's cool right there. I think this just got some points. This just got some points. Male, female.
Will, of course, first need to make your character. We have a fairly extensive character creation. You can play as male or female, and there's quite a lot of customization options beyond that. When you're happy with how you look, then you select a background. So this is not a hugely important decision, honestly, because the equipment that you get as part of the background you choose is going to be replaced as you play the game, but it does give you a little bit of flavor to begin the game with. Once you finalize your character, you arrive in the hub to meet the rest of the expedition. Each member of the expedition has their own personal quest line. All of these quest lines have multiple endings, and it's even possible to fail them entirely. These quests each explore a different facet of the human condition, and this is based on the ideals of the individual themselves, the challenges they faced, and what they hope to ultimately achieve. But again, all revolving around this incredible discovery that the expedition has made.
Okay, there you go. So
The
stop. So that's interesting. So it's it's a version of choices matter, consequences. Choices have consequences. And I always love that. I always love when a game will evolve around my decisions. And it looks like these guys have taken that in a new type of direction. So this is looking good here. This is looking good.
gameplay of Imperial is a mix of traditional third-person action and I would say isometric ARPG elements as
I already like that. Thank you for giving me third person over the shoulder overlooking. I don't want to play first person anything. I don't like first person stuff. I don't. I like to zoom out and see what's going on around me. I like to see the character I've put so much time and effort into creating. I want to see what they look like. I want to see what my gear looks like. If I'm not wearing a helmet, I want to see what my face looks like. If I've made a female character, I want to see her big jiggling titties. I want to see it all. So thank you for that. And if it's a combination of isometric top-down movement action, I like to look at this. I'm already liking to look at this. So let's watch a little more gameplay here.
well in the way that abilities work in the game. The first thing to take note of is which weapon archetype you want to use, as this will have a big effect on your overall playstyle. Each weapon comes with its own core moveset, and they differ quite a lot from each other. You can change this later on, so it's not a class-based system. You pick up loot, and you can change your equipment, and that includes the weapon, which will change your core moveset.
That's good. That allows, okay, maybe I feel better about using this here. Maybe there'll be a time where a certain weapon is better for certain enemies and stuff like that. So yeah.
But in addition to that, and this is where those isometric ARPG elements come in, you equip abilities to your action bar. But you can only have a limited number of them equipped. So you equip 4 abilities, and in addition to that, an ultimate ability. But there are many, many more in the game.
So I got a limit.
Choosing what abilities you like is a big part of making your build. Other aspects of character progression and making your build is, of course, finding new equipment, which is the main way to increase your stats or gain new stats. So there is a strong RPG aspect to the gameplay, but there are skill-based elements as well. You can do perfectly timed attacks, deflects, parries, and even some abilities have...
Hey, I'm getting plenty of practice with parrying, dodging with Expedition 33 right now. So my parry dodge skills are constantly being honed at the moment.
extra effects if they are perfectly timed. One of the most important and unique features of the game is something that we call cartograms. Cartograms are the levels that you play in the game, and you can almost think of these as a blueprint for some of the aspects that you're encountering in a level. I want to highlight that we don't do procedural level design. We do the level design by hand because we wanted to create.
Oh yeah, Stunlocks. Stunlock does suck. Stunlock does suck. Okay.
All sorts of interesting details, shortcuts, hidden nooks and crannies, and things like that. But what enemies you face, what loot you can find, how many lives you get, what element you'll need a matching resistance to, all of these things and several more are randomly generated. So while the overall level layout is fixed, there'll be many ways in which each level is different depending on the attributes of the cartogram you're using to access it. One of the key things that is decided by the cartogram is the loot table of the boss, which means you can somewhat target the items that you're going for. There's still an element of chance to this. A boss might only drop 2 out of a possible 4 items in a loot table, as an example, but it does give you some ability to direct your playtime towards the goals and rewards that you have in mind. The last thing to note with cartograms is that you can actually share these with other players. So if you found a cartogram that had a really powerful item, you can share it with another player so they have a chance of getting it too. You could give it away or you could trade it. So there's a cooperative aspect which allows players to share the cool levels they find with each other. I think it's important to emphasize that Imperial is a single-player game. It plays like a single-player game, but we do have a few asynchronous, cooperative multiplayer elements that will allow you to just feel the presence of other players in the world as you play through it. And my personal favorite of these is a feature that we call Into the Ether. When you defeat a boss, you'll get this tear in the ether appear, and this is an opportunity for you to donate, essentially gift an item from your inventory into the ether, and this will cause it to potentially appear in another player's game. And if it goes through this process, it will get a big increase to its stats. But there's no immediate direct reward for you doing this, which means it's really up to the players, in fact, the community as a whole, to make it work. And I'm quite curious to see how, or even if, players engage with this feature. At Silent Games, though we are a small team, our ambition is to make feature-rich games that have a great deal of depth to them, both in terms of the mechanics, the combat, the RPG systems, but to the narrative as well, with themes that are thought-provoking and a detailed backstory to give context to the world and the universe. Our hope for this game is, maybe it almost sounds too obvious, but we hope players enjoy it for what it is, a single-player RPG experience with a thought-provoking story, with a lot of RPG mechanics and systems that you can really get stuck into, playing around with these systems to make interesting builds, and with a pretty substantial end game to try those out in. If people play through the game, they enjoy that experience, they may be a bit surprised about the amount of depth there is to the game and the size of the end game. We have a fully fleshed out New Game Plus, for example, with some features that are exclusive to New Game Plus even. So play through all of that and then leave happy, then we would consider that to be a big success.
Okay, all right. So I like the look of it, but Kel says there's reviews about Stunlock. Where are you reading those reviews, Kel? Maybe we can go take a look at those right now. Let's see. Maybe let's take a look at those, perhaps. I like the look of it. Looks like a nice, simple game for $30. It seems reasonable, a reasonable price for that. All right. On Steam. Okay. Let's go. Let's go on Steam then for a second here. We'll go on Steam. Take a look. See what they have to say. Come on, load up, load up, load up. Ah. Stop doing that, computer. All right. Okay, so let's see. EMPYREL, Imperial. All right. Mostly positive, but only 60 reviews. Are released. Wow, released 3 weeks ago. It's already I thought it released a little earlier than that. So let's read the reviews. Let's load this up right here. Let's look at some of these reviews. Okay, product received for free. Pre-release review. That's that's a lot. That's a lot. That's paid. Let's look at a negative one. Let's look at a negative one. Was fun up until the first 1.5, 2 hour mark, at which point every other enemy gained a 3 hour long stun, guaranteeing death if they so much as breathed on you. Charge was through it, but I'm at the point where I'm feeling rabid and want to bite into the flesh. Oh, and the tutorials are occurring after the moment they'd be helpful, really nailing home the FU feeling. Okay. Developer actually replied to it. For the next patch following, reduce stun duration. All right, so they are apparently dealing with it. To return and adding temporary stun. Yeah. So it looks like they're being, and that was that was a week ago already. Reduced stun buildup that may attacks. Added grace period after getting stunned, so stun immediately. Like I said, hopefully this will make you particular experience. So that's so what we have here are the devs are clearly paying attention. The devs are paying attention, so that's good. That's the one I just read right there. Okay, we'll read the negative reviews first. Okay, so I played for about 12 hours and gave this game a lot of chances despite so much flaws and unfair mechanics. Yet I thought if I can get stronger later in the game, maybe counter a lot of unfair mechanics, but unfortunately it just gets worse. If you want to torture yourself with ridiculous stuff like instant death attack, endless stun lock from anytime, so we know they're fixing the stun lock, so we know they're fixing that. There is a demo. I wonder if the demo's on PS5 because that's where I would be playing it. Well, I mean that's it's a small company, so clearly they obviously are trying to get this right. That if there's a stun lock problem, I wonder how that got through quality assurance, quality check for stun locking. Well, maybe we'll give this one a little more time. We'll let it cook a little more. All right, 0.3 hours. I'm sorry, you don't get to. If you played for 0.3 hours, I'm not taking you seriously. You played for 30 minutes essentially. 20 30 minutes. You don't get to these. You don't get to reply. 0.6 hours. All right, I don't take anybody seriously unless they played a few hours. Like right here, this guy played for 21 hours. Like the person who had 14 hours negative review, I'll listen to what this person has to say. They played for 14 hours. That's a significant amount of time when trying to start in. That's probably a few days playing it. The original negative guy that we saw right here, he played for 2.5, all right, couple hours. I'll sort of listen to what you have to say. All right, but this guy played for 81 hours. Imperial is a real testament to what a new indie game development is about. Is the combat the most polished it could be? No. Are the graphics best ever? Also no. Are there some janky bits? For sure. But all in all, it is really good fun. The combat and exploration are very engaging. You really feel like someone is trying to figure out the secrets of the monolith. The voice acting is really well done, and the NPCs, though not overly involved, have clear personalities and feel real. Combat may not be for everyone. I personally loved it. It's slightly Dark Souls-esque, but also more Devil May Cry at the same time. It's a slightly old-school feeling RPG. Personally, I found the glaive really enjoyable and responsive. I also found getting a high gear levels relatively easy. Even if you fail the boss of the cartogram, the enemies you defeat within, will still drop high-level loot and normally many other cartograms, so you never go negative. Edit. P.S. If you do have issues, then the wiki for once is actually up to date, and the devs are super active on Discord providing assistance. Yeah, so there you go. That sounds like a fair review of it right there. So that's a fair review, but you got to put some time into it, man. 11 hours, I'd listen. They have 22 hours, I'd listen. Where was that 81-hour one? Let's open a few more. 1.4 hours, 3 hours. I mean, there's something about playing it for a couple of hours and then shitting on it that I don't know. It's like you went into almost wanting to hate it. I feel like. I just don't know. At its core, has potential to be an addictive remnant like grind, but the jank and overall presentation is really putting me off. The devs seem to be really attentive, and I hope they keep updating this. It has makings of a great game, works on Ally X and Steam Deck decently, but needs more optimization. Probably works fine on a console, which is good for me, I guess. 2.5 hours. That's one I already read that one. So there you go. So I'm intrigued by this game. I'm intrigued by it, and if they keep working on it, would it be something? Of course, you guys would be interested in seeing me play because this would be something I would play for stream. It would be like a streaming game. It wouldn't be like a personal game. I don't think. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it, Kel. It's a small indie company. It looks like they're hungry and they're trying. That's what I like. I see a team that's paying attention. They're not turtling up and pretending nothing's happening. They're trying to get it going. And these are the kind of people you want to support. You know, it looks like they're trying. It looks like it has a lot of good premise. I like the ideas I'm seeing. It looked like decent gameplay. If they're going to fix the stun lock, if they probably tone down the insta death, then it might be good. If they make the defense mechanics better, who knows? So maybe we'll let it cook. Maybe we'll check back in a month or so. And if you guys like it, maybe we'll look at me getting it. And remember, if you guys want if you guys want me to play something, and I'm looking and you know you want to help me, of course, pay for it. There's two ways to do it. One, a Stream Elements tip for the exact amount. If you make the note of it, goes right to it. Or if you want to do it another way to make sure it goes right to that, and to make sure I don't steal your money and use it another way, you can get a PlayStation Store gift card and send me the code for the exact amount. That's another way. You can charge a gift card and send that to me. That is another way to make sure if there's a game you want me to get and it's available on console, that's another way to do it. Very simple. Because I know people gift games on Steam all the time. That's not the best thing for me because my computer cannot handle modern games very well because she's old. She's old. She can't be upgraded. And that was the mistake of this version of an old Mac. You can't upgrade this shit. It was a cool idea and it didn't work. But I'm going to get a gaming rig at some point, but it's not going to be till after I've moved and we're established and doing that. I already have what Ghostbusters video game? I already have the one, the remastered game. We were playing that during the 24-hour stream. Frankly, I was getting bored playing it. I don't really like the mechanics of that game. Anyway, okay. Let's check Stream Elements real quick. No, nothing there. So we do have a video reserved from Dom from last week. Thank you for reminding me. What is this now? Let's take a look at it. It is called Shelter 54 Godzilla Found Footage. Lost Utopia Films are the owners of this content here. So if you guys like it, I guess go subscribe as always. We appreciate them not claiming me. All right, so here we go. It's 23 minutes. I remember I am an old school Godzilla fan. I like my guy in the costume fighting other guys in the costumes. I like my hero Godzilla era. And I like it. And I'm not really into that much current day. Still too much humans. And the CGI is getting out of hand. And it's not looking good to me. I don't enjoy current day Godzilla. I just don't. But I did enjoy old school Godzilla. So let's watch this. Let's see if this tickles my Godzilla funny bone.
June 14th, 1989. It's a warm, clear Saturday in Florida when tragedy strikes. A shelter is flooded by highly radioactive material. Over the course of a year, poor management and negligence leads to thousands of deaths and the creation of a monster unlike anything our world has known.
Okay. The progenitor.
Florida Everglades, days before the Shelter 54 incident. The genetic engineering company BioMajor has a pipe burst underneath their facility. The contamination reaches parts of the Everglades and causes a mutation in a small mosquito population.
Ew. See that disgusts me. I hate mosquitoes. They're disgusting creatures. And I have that blood type, so when I sweat, they're attracted to me. I get bit. I hate mosquitoes.
Causing them to grow to extraordinary size. Dr. Nico Tatopoulos first observed the mosquitoes while monitoring the activity of Subject 17 in Mexico. His research team followed the swarm to the sites of several other superfauna as they fed.
Yeah.
They named the invasive species of mosquito Skeetera.
Skeetera.
The Skeetera swarm returned to Florida, where it attracted the attention of Subject 16.
Wait, was that wait, is that fucking Zilla? That's fucking Zilla. That's not Godzilla, that's fucking Zilla. That's Zilla. It's not Godzilla. That's Zilla. This is already losing points. That's not Godzilla. That's Zilla. That's Matthew Broderick bullshit.
This is when the Shelter 54 incident began. Shelter 54 was a Class C anti-superfauna shelter developed in the late 1960s.
Yeah, the cartoon was crap. I watched it. It was crap.
60s. Like most coastal shelters, it featured an underground hydroponic system in case of extended stay. Being a Class C shelter, its contamination protocols required manual operation. Civilians were taking cover in Shelter 54 when Subject 16 landed a fatal blow on the large female Skeetera. Anthony Harris and Stephen Kessler were the UNGCC operators of Shelter 54 at the time of the incident.
So is this? I mean, I only watched it the one time when it was airing. Is this basing off the? Is this shit from the animated show based off the Matthew Broderick bullshit? Is that what this is? Is that what this is based off? I mean, I feel I only watched it once when it was airing live. I didn't do a repeat watch because it didn't land with me. So is that all this stuff is from that iteration? Not all of it? Okay.
Stephen Kessler was speaking to a group in the shelter common room. Anthony Harris was at the main entrance helping the remaining civilians enter. After Skeetera was crushed, her internal organs and collected blood rushed down into Shelter 54. The entrance was flooded with over 200,000 gallons of radioactive fluid. Stephen ran from the main room to investigate the noise when he was drowned.
Yeah.
Stephen never secured the main door. The following phone call is the last known communication from Shelter 54. Due to the intense radioactivity, Shelter 54 wasn't properly explored until 5 days later. It was considered a complete loss of life.
The shelter corridor is completely flooded with organic tissue. The smell is horrible.
Why does it look like the inside of a creature? Oh! What is going on there? It looks like they're performing a mutant sex act with each other. What is this? What is this? That's grody. That's grody.
It looks like tendrils are growing from the shelter door. Plant-like in nature. I'm getting a massive radiation reading from inside.
Oh, those are eggs.
My God. This is impossible.
In the main chamber, a massive botanical growth had taken over the room. The victims inside had not just been consumed by the organism, but were a part of it, as were the plants from hydroponic storage. The hybrid organism, at this time referred to as Subject 19, was hidden from the public.
Is this thing going to turn into Biolante? Is that what this thing's going to do? Is it going to turn into Biolante? I feel like that's where this is going.
After being extracted, Subject 19 was transported to a UNGCC lab near Yokohama, Japan. Research on the organism was led by Dr. Akira Shiragami, whose superfood research was slowly helping regrow the world after the smog attacks of the 1970s. Subject 19 was contained in a water tank with artificial sunlight. Dr. Shiragami estimated as many as 15 victims were being kept alive within the deep tissue of the mass. Medical extraction was ruled out when it was discovered the victims had been anatomically rearranged and conjoined together.
Must be a nightmare.
The only victim that scientists were able to make contact with was 17-year-old Erica Johnson, who had not yet been fully merged. Using infrared machines that function based on eye and muscle movements, Dr. Shiragami was able to communicate with her.
This is initial communication test with Subject 19.
I'm not squeamish. I'm allowed to react to disgusting shit.
Can you hear me? Am I speaking with Erica?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Dr. Shiragami. I'm a scientist here to help you with your condition. Can you see your surroundings? Smell? Feel? Anything?
I see life.
Are you in pain, Erica?
Yes. We all heard.
You're able to feel the others?
I am everyone.
Despite the efforts of myself and my team, I believe the mutation has become unstable. For the sake of the victim.
So I'm trying to figure out where this is going right now, using general Godzilla knowledge, even though this is Zilla shit, not Godzilla. I thought it was gonna be Biolante, but now it's not gonna be Biolante because Biolante was a full plant life form, it wasn't a human hybrid plant life form. I mean, I don't know where this is gonna go. It's obviously not leading to a Godzilla fight, so I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I mean, clearly this is all fabricated. These guys worked hard to make up this fake thing, and it's well made so far. I give it that. It's well made. It's very well made so far, and I'd be more engaged if it was real Godzilla, not Zilla.
This may be a blessing, but why do I feel so conflicted? I thought the wolf could never recover after the smog attacks, but now in my possession is the solution. I've spent my
Now they're roping Hedorah into this. I mean, that's Hedorah. That's the smog monster. That's a real Godzilla enemy. That's a real Godzilla enemy, Hedorah. That was one of my favorite Godzilla movies back in the day. Godzilla versus the smog monster. Godzilla versus Hedorah. That's a fantastic one. Because Hedorah just kept changing his shape. He kept evolving while Godzilla had to fought him the whole time. That was a great one. I love that one. That one's cool. I think that's the one where Godzilla basically used his radioactive fire to fly. Used it like a jet propellant, and he flew around.
Only oppose the use of Godzilla DNA, but it may be my only option.
On October 22nd, Dr. Shiragami began transfusing the organism with Godzilla cells for their regeneration property, G1.
Don't play God. Don't play God.
Subject 19 had taken on the form of a rose and grew beyond expectations.
Erica, are you there?
Yes.
I've noticed you've begun responding less and less. Is something wrong?
Something bad inside. Leave. One, leave.
I'm sorry, Erica. Unfortunately, you must remain under observation a little longer.
Kill me.
Kill me.
Kill me.
Dr. Shiragami reported that in the days following the incident, Erica had fully merged with the rest of Subject 19 and was unable to be contacted further. Colleagues noted that after this, Dr. Shiragami withdrew himself from social contact and dismissed his assistants for the holiday break.
My request to euthanize this being have been denied by my superiors. I know what I must do. I've locked down the lab.
Burn
No
it
one
with
is
fire.
On the night of November 29th, Dr. Shiragami tampered with the container controls to electrocute Subject 19.
But it didn't work.
An industrial flamethrower was reported missing during an inventory check.
There you go.
When security confronted Dr. Shiragami outside the examination room, he revealed the weapon.
Doctor, put the weapon
This
down.
doesn't need to be a situation.
This is your final warning.
Just wait until the process is done.
Put the weapon on the ground and move
They gonna
away
mow him
from
down?
the door.
He's trying to save. No, he's trying to save you
Open
all.
fire.
You fools. You fools. He's trying to save you from playing God and creating a nightmare. Fire only makes the monster stronger. Kill it with fire. It's the only way to go.
What the hell was that?
Ah!
Run, go, go!
Wait. They threw a whale song. That's whale song. They threw whale song in there. And you only would hear that sound if you were underwater. So what it would sound like. Oh, that's lazy. That's lazy.
Subject 19 had begun growing exponentially and escaped underground, taking the facility with it and killing 112 in the process.
I called it Biolante. I looks like my original assessment was right. Biolante. I was right. Godzilla fan. I was right. Original assessment right. I didn't think it was going to be Biolante. I changed my mind because I thought human things, but it was a plant. No. Biolante. There you go. Praise me. Praise me for seeing it coming.
Citizens of Yokohama awoke the next morning to the startling sight of Subject 19's new form.
That's an eyeball.
The Japanese government ordered for Subject 19 to be destroyed to stop its roots from expanding further into the city. Scientists that previously had worked on Subject 19 cooperated to create a plan of attack.
The Eye of Erica.
基地に避難する。繰り返す。基地に避難する。
That's not gonna work. It's just gonna evolve again.
After the flower's collapse, aerial photography revealed that not only was Subject 19 still alive, but mutating.
Yeah. See, now I remember I remember going to the theater to actually see Godzilla versus Biollante when it was released in America, and I enjoyed the hell out. That's a good movie. That's a good one. Godzilla versus Biollante is a fun one, and Biollante just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and bigger, and evolving. I don't remember how it ends though. It's been a long time. Don't remember how that one ends. Still, Biollante just gonna keep evolving. That's a unique take on what it looks like,
This
though.
time, Subject 19 took on a Godzilla-like form as it became mobile. The UNGCC debuted the MBT-92 Maser.
The classic tank with the electric gun on top that they would fire at Godzilla and other monsters. That's old school right there. That is old school. The electric beam cannon tank thing.
Cannon, the newest arsenal in fighting super fauna threats.
And Gearus. That's more like Godzilla than Godzilla does. That's old school right there. That's freaking old school, those things firing. Wait a minute. That's Legends vs. Godzilla. What the hell he's doing here? What's going on here? What is current day Godzilla doing there?
In a rare instance, Godzilla's immediate reaction was curiosity instead of aggression.
Oh God, what is it doing? What's it doing?
Godzilla trapped, Subject 19 began absorbing G cells to further mutate itself.
So we're living in a world where it's like they got Zilla doing shit, and then here's real Godzilla. I know that in Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla killed Zilla, and that was their way of fucking around with that. But mixing reality. The hell is that? Oh, get him, big fella. That's right, get him. Yeah, it's not done yet. That's cool. That's pretty good right there. That's pretty good. All right, that bugs me so much. They gave Zilla the real Godzilla roar, but they don't give the actual Godzilla roar to Godzilla. Come on, man.
Military units organized in the Aokigahara forest to reroute Godzilla back to the ocean.
You don't need to fight him. He did his job. He's going to go home on his own. Leave him alone. He just saved you.
Radar showed a large mass moving in on his location.
Round two. Round two. All right. The difference between Godzilla and Zilla is that Zilla was created. Well, eventually, it was originally called. There's the Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick, and they made him more like a T-Rex dinosaur-looking thing, and it's a fraction of the size of real Godzilla. And for a while, they just called that Godzilla until Japan. I forget the company name. They got the rights back, and then they started calling it Zilla, not Godzilla, because it wasn't. It was like just an offshoot of Godzilla evolutionary genes, and it was minuscule and stupid. And then in Destroy All Monsters, there was a giant battle royal with monsters, and real Godzilla just kind of steps on Zilla. Zilla was just an attempt to Americanize Godzilla, and it failed. The movie was resoundingly rejected. As Ariel mentioned earlier, they tried a cartoon of it on Fox Kids for a while. I watched it. It was average at best, and it didn't go over well. So that's what Zilla is. Zilla was a failed Americanization of Godzilla that was resoundingly rejected. And when Japan got the rights back, they crushed it, literally, in a movie. Oh man, that's ugly. I love radioactive fire. Woo! Final Wars. Thank you, Ariel. Final Wars. Final Wars. Thank you. I always get that confused. Destroy All Monsters, like the original one, was the original Battle Royal. I forget it was Final Wars. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Tail whip it. Tail whip it. Yeah. Yeah. That's just mutating again, though. Come on, big guy. Come on, big guy. Shake it off. Shake it off. Well, yeah, I'm okay with them using the current day Godzilla. I just don't like the way they go. They've campified it a little too much, and they still put too much time on the humans in the legendary stuff. I don't mind new Godzilla. I think he's an okay design. I just think I don't like the way they keep changing him and altering him going forward, like with the whole Godzilla Kong stuff. I'm just not a fan. I mean, they have one. I skipped the last one, New Empire. If they bring in Gigan in the next one, they have a chance to bring me back if they do a good one. Less goddamn humans, less humans, more monster fighting. This is working because it's all monster fighting. I just want to see my kaiju's fight. It did have the whale song. It did. Dude, it's been like forever since I saw that movie. So.
The toxic blast released by Subject 19 seemed to have a paralyzing effect on Godzilla. He was unconscious for 4 days before returning to the sea. He was.
I know Dre watched it. He liked it for the campiness that it was. I skipped it. The first Godzilla Kong movie was passable because Godzilla won. But also, I don't like what they did with Mechagodzilla in that one. It's kind of a bastardization of Mechagodzilla. I didn't like it. And you rushed Mechagodzilla. That's not the origin of Mechagodzilla. With Kong Godzilla, first one, they should have, if they were going to do anything, considering they used Ghidorah parts for it, they should have gone Mecha King Ghidorah. They should have gone Mecha Ghidorah, not Mechagodzilla with the brain of Ghidorah in it. That didn't make any sense to me at all.
Inactive after this.
Yeah, I know that. I know the second one. Godzilla's literally in the second Kong Godzilla movie, I believe, if I remember the numbers correctly, for like maybe a total of 15 minutes. He's only in it for 15 minutes. So they gotta get back to basics here, man.
Event for 3 months. In the end, thousands died or were seriously injured. Yokohama had transformed forever. Today, Subject 19, now officially named Biollante, has taken control over parts of the Okigahara forest. Although generally peaceful now, Biollante's presence has attracted several other superfauna that sometimes become aggressive when she's threatened.
All right, I don't like it that Godzilla didn't defeat Biollante here. I don't like that. Godzilla should have won. I don't like that. I don't like the persistence. I don't like that.
Due to this incident, the use of G cells has been made illegal in all experimental research. Additionally, most sea-level shelters have been updated appropriately for automatic decontamination protocols. What can we learn from this incident? Simple mistakes can have deadly consequences. Whether you're operating a shelter during a crisis or notice a colleague not doing well, always refer to the safety protocols provided by the UNGCC and speak with a supervisor. The victims of Shelter 54 live on in Biollante, never able to live, never able to die. Forever a dark reminder of our mistakes.
Is that it? That's just credits. Okay, there's numbers here. That was interesting. That was interesting. An interesting take on some Godzilla lore. Of course, you heard my criticisms as we went through it. Godzilla should have beaten Biollante. I don't like it that it lives, it gets keep going. But I'll give it this: the kaiju battle on that was good kaiju battle. That was some good kaiju battle CGI in there. They took their time. I'm glad they bought it. I'm glad they did bring in a real Godzilla and didn't have freaking Zilla show up to fight that thing, because Zilla is literally a fraction of the size of actual Godzilla. Zilla sucks. So I do appreciate that. There's more. There's more to this. The first concept, this group maybe a little up your alley, Adam. The few more. Yeah, I mean, Toho is the way to go. I mean, Zilla's tiny. Zilla's tiny. Zilla climbed the Empire State Building. Real Godzilla steps on the Empire State Building. That's what happens. That's the difference. Anyway, there we go. That was interesting. Let me check stream elements one more time. Nope, nothing else today. So that's it for today, guys. Looks like we're gonna wrap it up now. And it's Memorial Day, so people are off doing Memorial Day shit. I understand that, and I know that there are other very large streams decided to do streams right now during my time slot here. So nothing I can do about that. But I do thank you guys, of course, for showing up. Real Godzilla crushes the Empire State Building. Real Godzilla crushes it. Zilla freaking climbs it. That's how small he looked in that thing. Real Godzilla could crush the Empire State Building. He's huge. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to be done, though. Nothing else here today. So thank you guys for showing up, even though it was a holiday. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate your support, spending time with me. If you did have a good time, guys, remember, hit that like button. If you are newer, subscribe to the channel. And rest of the week goes, look forward to what I got for you guys rest of the week. Tonight, we do have Doctor Who Cares reviews at 9 p.m. Eastern, followed by Mellow Mondays, where we will do our thing there. And tomorrow, I will attempt to get out the next round of my Wheel of Time cancellation celebration. I'm going to start working on something. Maybe not today, but I'll start working on it tomorrow. I will get that stuff out to you guys. So look forward to that. And then remember, on Wednesday night, we're going to be doing an autopsy stream of Wheel of Time. Why it was canceled, why it was always going to be canceled. We're gonna go over everything, even my old videos. We're gonna go over my old videos for that. Okay. Remember, later in the week, as I said at the beginning of the stream, we are doing EU Book Club, the actual monthly version of it. Children of the Jedi. I'm going to start reading this the next day or so that you guys can be there to discuss it with me in full. And we'll see how the week goes otherwise. So thank you guys for all joining me. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Until then, take it easy, everybody.